You want to make your own analog clock? Let's get started. Type up your HTML with divs and classes of clock and clock face. Add in your 3 divs for the hands. Also separate hour hand, minute hand, and second hand classes. Now, add in 12 number divs, 1 through 12, and add the classes of number in all, and the number with the number of each number. What? You'll see. Go into the CSS and add some styling for the clock with a little bit of box shadow. Style the clock face and make sure to set the position to relative. For each hand, we want to set a small height to make it look like the hand on a clock. But rotate the hands to 90 degrees so we can line them up at the noontime position. Let's set different widths for each hand so we can differentiate them. We need to take a few minutes and position the numbers with position absolute, and then put in specific percentages to position each one as best we can. That looks pretty good. Let's check out the JavaScript. Start with doing query selectors for each hand. One thing I'd like to show you is using arrow functions. It's a simple but helpful change from the usual function setup. But now, you make the function name a variable equal to an empty argument, type in the arrow with equals and greater than symbols, and then add in the curly brackets. Here, we will learn a new item called a constructor. This one is built into JavaScript and will bring up the date. The new date will construct the time object in real time. We can add the variables for the seconds, minutes, and hours with their own get methods added to the date object. Now, to create movement for each hand, we set the perspective turns into degrees. Start with this formula for the seconds. Type it in for the minutes, and then type in the hours formula. Each one needs to put the transform property into the function and equal it to the property of rotate in the template literals. Another new thing is setting up a set interval method. This takes parameters of the function you're using, along with a time interval in milliseconds, where 1000 milliseconds equals 1 second. We just need to fix a little glitch that happens for the second hand. Type in an if-else statement that adds, then removes a class when the second hand has 1 tick left to be straight up. Now just call the function, go back into the CSS and add your no transition to transition none, and then add the finishing touches of your linear gradient background.